Hey guys, Lord Naren White here, the Holy Ghost, the one true God, back with you with the next video in my Pentiment playthrough. Today, continuing Pentiment. Without further ado, let's have some fun. Werner, hello. You're the, artist from Nuremberg? Andreas. Andreas Mailer, journeyman artist at your service. Ah, you heard of me already, Dr. Stoltz. Say the first one. Warner. Ah, that was it. Mailer. Someone mentioned you dabbled at university for a year or two. Funny. You're staying with the Gertners, yes? The Abbey does have a guest house here now. We could say, the Gertners are good and gracious people, or I'd rather stay in town. The Abbey is too rigid for my tastes. But what I will say is, perhaps, if I were a master, the Gertner's guest bedroom better suits my finances. Warner, I assumed you were a man of means. You give that impression vaguely. We could say a few things. We could say, my father and brothers are successful artists, or good, I like giving off a vague impression. We could say, I'm hardly destitute, but I'm no lord either. I could say, I prefer to live within my means as the Lord enjoins us. Or, I carry in my heart the noble calling of the artist, which transcends the base desire for wealth. Let's say the first. Warner, that much is obvious. In any case, you speak like an educated man, so you can't be as dull as the rest of the people around here. Andreas, I studied in the University of Erfurt for a term. I'm sorry, I didn't know I needed your approval. We'll go with as the first one. Werner, it's no University of Freiburg, but it's an adequate center of learning. Andreas, Martin Luther attended the University of Erfurt. Werner, as I said, adequate. I'm surprised to find another university man here in Tassen. The farmers aren't known for their stimulating conversation. Andreas, you could say, what are you doing here then? What are you doing here? Or everyone's been kind enough to me. Or what's your problem with the farmers? Or you seem to be a hard-working and honest people to me. We'll say the first one. Or building up my contracts. People of merit do pass through here occasionally, unlikely though it may seem. Andreas, we could say, your justification seems to be a little thin, Werner. Are they speaking to you willingly? Or what we will say, which is smart. It takes time to build a steady business and good reputation. Werner, I don't need you to approve of my circumstances, Mailer. Fortunately, you don't just intend to stay in Tassing long. Andreas, where are you planning to go instead? Or, I'm sure the townspeople would be heartbroken to see you go. I will say the first one. Warner, Innsbruck might be worth my time. I recommend you don't linger here either, Mailer. Or you'll soon find yourself trapped in a marriage to a mouse-faced girl with dirt under her nails. Andreas, a daily risk for you, I'm sure. Or, alas, there's already a woman waiting in Nuremberg. For me, Nuremberg, say the first one. Warner, I'm a successful, educated doctor, Mailer. I can't be too careful. In any case, I must ask you to go. I have plenty of work to do. Goodbye. Andreas, we could say, until later, Dr. Stoltz, or it's been a pleasure, I suppose. But what we will say is, before I go, could you answer a question for me? Werner, what? Andreas, do you know how the elements relate to the astrological signs? Werner, are you serious? Andreas, deadly serious. Werner, it's very simple. Even someone with a bachelor's degree should be able to understand. Each astrological sign is ruled by one of the four elements. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius are fire signs. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are water. Air rules over Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And now let's see the power of your trivium education. What signs can you infer are ruled by Earth? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Warning, good, now leave and never return. Here ends the lesson, Master Mailer. So we learned something there. I think we should head back to the Abbey. Should we talk to Lucky? Leave me be, Andreas. He was not being forthright with me, and he seems eager to get away. If I wait here, I can observe his actions. I'll observe him later. Let's head back up to the Abbey and see if we can't translate that book. Andreas, now that I know the connection between the astrological symbols in the cipher and the elemental symbols on the Volvel, Frank's note should be easy to decipher. So we're looking for the W. I'm not sure if I'm doing this correctly. H, and then here Earth. And then fire. And then water. And then fire. Next, air. Earth. Earth again. Water. Higerhard. Gerhard. As in the late brother Gerhard? It can't be a coincidence. Higerhard. Brother Gerhard died sometime last year. How does this connect to him? We could say, I said Gerhard. Here lies Gerhard. Is it an anagram using Gerhard as a name? Did he use his name for an abbreviation? Why his name? Harried harder. Where does the G go? I'm sure Adok would know. Maybe it's not an anagram, huh? Let me think. Did he use his name for an abbreviation? There's a lot of letters for an abbreviation. A cipher inside of a cipher, perhaps. I don't know. Think. Why his name? Why Higerhard? Dutch. No, not Flemish or French. Wait, maybe it's an abbreviation and a name. Gerhard is the name. What's H.I.? Hand Ignata? No. Hinkele Lacrime? Oh my god. It's so much simpler. Heke Iseasat. Here lies Gerhard. Gerhard's grave. I wonder if it has something to do with the Baron's murder. Achievement unlocked, like a record, baby. I should ask the abbot for permission to exhume the grave as soon as possible. Someone was in a hurry to get rid of this parchment. Smells recent. Probably wasn't burned more than a day ago. So we need to ask the abbot for permission to exhume the grave, no? I should get Father Gurnau's permission first. Yeah, for sure. Now, where would Father Gurnau be? Where would he be? I don't know. So obviously at the Abbey. Abbot's house here. Got it. In the cloister I go to the chapter I had outside. Not to the refectory, but large garden. And from the large garden, I go to the abbot's house. Here he is. Ferenc. Ah, Andreas, what an awful time. Awful time. A baron murdered at Kirsau. These are dark days indeed. Brother Pierre, I admit, I would have never thought him the type. What could have possessed him? I could say, you can't believe Brother Pierre would kill the Baron. It's not in his nature. Or, Pierrot is a half step from the grave. You really think that he could have killed a man in his prime? Or what we will say, which is, the devil can make monsters of even the holiest men, Prior Ferenc. But Pierrot? Ferenc, all men are weak to Satan's temptations, Andreas, even old men. But you have come to me for a reason. Do you need something? Well, I don't think we should accuse Ferenc to his face. I found a strange note in your fireplace. It was written in an unusually fine hand. I came across an interesting letter from you addressed to the late Baron Rothvigel. You rushed into the scriptorium and hid something strange at your desk. How about not now, thank you. And now I must return to my duties. God help you, Andres. Oh, God keep you. Yeah, let's go ahead and not talk with him. The person we need to talk with is Father Gurnau. Of course, Ferenc is right there. Andreas, I trust you are abiding by my command to leave Pierre and the rest of the monastics in peace. Andreas, lie. I've been abiding your command, frustrating as it is, though it is. Or, no, I've been pursuing other leads as you should be. Or maybe, have you made any progress in finding the Baron's true murderer? Father Gurnau is in a difficult position. He hasn't been at the abbot long and is young. The elder monks don't respect him. A friend of the Prince Bishop murdered on the roof of his abbey. It doesn't look good. If I represent a threat to the abbot's authority, you could expel me from the abbey, masterwork or not. I could lie and say I have investigated a single thing. Then I may never discover who really killed the Reds and Pierre will die for it. I should be careful not to alienate Gurnau before the Archdeacon arrives. I say, maybe. Says, I'm satisfied I have the Baron's killer well in hand, and if I'm not mistaken, truth is for the Archdeacon to uncover. Not a journeyman artist who is not even a part of this community. There's more at stake here than you understand, Andreas. Given that I am not the Lord, and don't have perfect understanding of all things, of course that's the case. That may be, but I can't in good conscience let an innocent man face death while a murderer runs loose. Or, what we will say, which is, what is at stake here exactly? Aside from an innocent man's life, of course. Gurnau, there are few extant double monasteries with working scriptoriums any longer. They're costly to operate, and the church does not approve of them. Baron Rothvigel was a friend of the Prince Bishop, and if the Prince Bishop were so inclined, he could order the abbey closed and our community disbanded. A community of which you are not a member, and so whose precarity you can't understand. I thought you were a clever man, Andreas. Your ignorance disappoints me. Andreas, I'm ignorant of a lot of things. For example, the identity of who really murdered Lorenz Rothvigel. Or, I don't wish to disappoint you, Father Gernot. But neither do I wish for an innocent man to die based on circumstance alone, which is why I've come to you with a request. Gernot, And? I have reason to believe there is something hidden in Brother Gerhard's grave, and I'd like to dig it up. Or, I have reason to believe Prior Ferenc has hidden something in Brother Gernot's grave, and I'd like to dig it up. Ferenc is Gernot's assistant. Suggesting Ferenc might have killed the Wrens might anger the abbot if the two are close. The brothers chose Gernot over Ferenc because they didn't find Ferenc trustworthy. Gernot might not either. I could keep Ferenc's name out of it entirely, but then my reasoning would sound rather vague. We'll come with the truth. What does that have to do with the death of Baron Rothvigel? I suspect the weapon used to murder the Baron may be buried there, or I'm not certain of the connection yet, but I have a hunch. We'll say the second. Gernot, do you take me for a fool? I will not let you exhume Brother Gerhard's body on a hunch. What does it matter? He's nothing more than bones now. I'm sure he won't mind. We have two choices. Did not argue with Lorenz at supper or orator background. Gernot, he was a brother of the Abbey and he should be left in peace, just as I would like to be. Leave now. Do not pester me about this again. So my permission to dig was denied. Andreas? Andreas? So, it looks like I'll have to dig without permission, and I don't really see much of a choice. Maybe I should have left Gernot's name out of it. Whatever. We came with the truth, we did the best we could. Unfortunately, we weren't able to make progress. So this door shuts for us. So I think I know what needs to happen. We have to sneak into the library at night, maybe. Bless you, Andreas. That was a tough one. That was our main lead there. Think there's any work for me to do, or? So we investigated this lead, but unfortunately we were shut down by the abbot. So now what can we do? There must be another way to help out Brother Pierre. And you, Brother Mateo. Dormitory, tower, crypt. Let's go to the crypt. Okay, so that confirms at Complan we can actually sneak up there, which we should. I know what we can do. We'll follow the other gentleman. There's still a lead there, I believe. I guess I didn't have enough persuasion to persuade the abbot. I clicked on the three dots, the triple arrows for the order background, but then it didn't do anything. So then I clicked that X and it said failure. So I don't think I brought that on myself. Or I don't think like me clicking that made it fail. Rather, I think it just, maybe the next time I see that, I'll spend more time because I'm pretty sure it's like how much argumentative technique have you built up, and I don't think I had enough to win that test. Let's follow the gentleman now. So following Lucky now. Good. Oh dear. Is something the matter with the Zimmerman's basin? Andreas. Ah, nothing going on here. Just having a rest. How are you? You're looking very well. You're looking well. Very healthy. Greg. Oh, you're such a flirt. I've been taking a restorative made by the new doctor in town, Werner Stolz. Being a parent is terribly exhausting now. Haha. Of course you don't, but I'm sure you will someday. Nice man like you. Are the Gertners feeding you enough? You're looking a little thin. Oh, take some of this bread. That should perk you right up. Nothing like bread to fortify the spirit. I'm delivering it to Father Thomas. You know how the father loves his bread. He's quite the bread enthusiast. My favorite customer, haha. You should come by the bakery more often, Andreas. Anna would love to see you. It's so cute when she tries to steal your hat. You can say the first one. Right. Oh, of course, until later. Thomas. Master Mayor, here you are finally at church and it's not even Sunday. Afternoon. Have you seen Lucky? Or what can I say, Father Thomas, I missed you? Or with the answer we will say, which is, I took your words to heart, Father Thomas. Thomas. You think all of this, your eternal salvation, is a joke? Great. Afternoon, Father Thomas. How's my favorite customer? Thomas. Ah, Gret, you know I can't live without my rye. Gret, you're too kind. Please enjoy it with my well wishes. I should be off. Be well, you two. Lucky. I told you to leave me in peace. What are you doing here? Andreas, Father Thomas and I were just discussing my renewed enthusiasm for the Word of God. Or, I was just telling the good Father how much I missed his company. Or, Lucky, long time no see, how are you? Still angry? Haha, we'll go with the second one. Lucky, brotherly of you. I wonder what's changed your heart. Are you following me, Andreas? God damn it, Andreas, don't play dumb with me. Thomas, Lucky, leave the man be. He and I were talking about the church. All is well. Now tell me, how's my wall? Lucky, grr. Damage is not difficult to repair. I can do it next week and I can put the fallen stones back up now. Thomas, that would be marvelous. I'm sure the lady would appreciate it too. Please don't risk yourself. Get some younger men to help you. Andreas, need a hand, Lucky? Old Otto. Afternoon, Father Thomas. Andreas. Lucky, see you soon. Don't work too hard, eh? Thomas, even at his age, Lucky is quite able. Only Big Yor can match his strength. Thank you for your labors, Lucky. Lucky. Father Thomas might know where the men go fishing. But if I ask him, he'll know I actually am following Lucky, but you could tell Lucky later. Lucky would be unhappy about that, especially after I'm died. You might have killed the rats. Lucky would be unhappy about that, especially since he already believes I'm following him. It's not a good idea to get on the bad side of a man who's so strong. I doubt I can hold my own against him. Let's just scurry off after him. Oh, goodbye. You're an unusual man. I suppose it's better than having supper. Lucky. Until later, Anna. Tassing's old salt mine. How the town made money before the Imperial Road opened up. Or... 2 innocents. That's strange. Are there 2 people buried here? Children, perhaps? Could they be Lucky's children? Why would they be buried outside of the churchyard, then? It's almost like someone's trying to hide them. Oh, and he left a note with the flowers. Remember the girl. One grave for 2 innocents. The red bird flies. Matins, chapter. Very similar to the other notes I found. Someone was trying to lure Lucky to the chapter house to kill Baron Rothwigel. It remains to be seen if he did. Damn, I've lost Lucky. This grave does seem important to him. But could it be motive enough for him to kill Lorenz? I won't know until I figure out who's buried here. Find someone to eat with. Paul and Berthold and Anna. Paul, hi. Andreas, Paul, right? You're the miller's boy. What are you kids doing down here? Anna, frogs. Andreas, what was that? Berthold. Frogs. Paul, we're not really looking for frogs. Anna, I am. Berthold, me too. Andreas, it appears you're outnumbered. Why don't you tell me what you're really up to? Or do your parents know you're down here? Paul, I don't want to get in trouble. Anna, we're in trouble? Paul, not yet. Right? That depends. I'm not your father or your father. I can't tell you what to do. Berthold, we're throwing rocks. Bert! Anna, rocks down the hole. Andreas, you're throwing rocks in the old mine. Paul, maybe. It's just they fall for a long way. If you lie on the edge, you can hear them go plink down, way down below. Or I'll throw 100 rocks. Paul, it's really not that many. But it's not that many. Andreas, what do you think's at the bottom? Anna, rocks. Andreas, aside from the rocks. Berthold, salt? Dad says the dead guys ate it. Paul, he means the Romans. They built the salt mine, the aqueduct too. Andreas, the aqueduct, the Imperial Road, and many other things besides. It seems the town is riddled with Roman building projects. Anna, tell him about the treasure. Paul, oh, right. There's something shiny at the bottom. Berthold, it's what we want to hit with the rocks. Andreas, what do you suppose it could be? Paul, I don't know. I guess I hadn't thought about it. Anna, the treasure. Berthold, we should get it. Andreas, I don't think that's a good idea. It's a long way down. You could be hurt. Berthold, so I'm gonna live forever. Anna, Dad says that's blasphemy. Paul, are you gonna tell Andreas? Andreas, no. The treasure will be our secret. I should let your mothers know you play here, yes? What you get up to is no business of mine. I'll say the third. Berthold, no business. Anna, fwog business. Paul, thank you, Master Maynard. Andreas, until later. Anna, bye. Wow. Hi, Andreas. That's where we'll go ahead and head off for this week. And so with that I want to say, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It's great, helps the channel. Life to be with you all. Take care, and thanks again.